Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0088, indicating fuel rail pressure too high, pertains to the 2016 to 2021 Honda Civic. This diagnostic trouble code is generated when the fuel pressure within the rail exceeds specified limits dictated by the vehicle's software and system parameters. The fuel rail is a critical component that holds and delivers fuel to the engine's injectors. Fuel pressure must remain within an optimal range to ensure proper engine function, fuel delivery, and combustion. High pressure can lead to engine performance issues, fuel injector leaks, and potential damage to the fuel system overall. It is important to address this issue promptly to avoid further complications within the fuel delivery system. The DTC P0088 is primarily linked to the fuel rail pressure sensor and the high-pressure fuel pump within the Honda Civic. The fuel rail pressure sensor monitors the pressure within the fuel rail and sends critical data to the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, for accurate fuel delivery. If the sensor detects pressure exceeding the acceptable range, it triggers the P0088 code. The high-pressure fuel pump is responsible for supplying fuel from the tank to the rail under high pressure. Located typically at the rear of the vehicle, near or inside the fuel tank, it can contribute to elevated pressure if malfunctioning. Both components are essential for regulated fuel delivery, and their failure can cause significant engine performance issues. Several possible causes can lead to the DTC P0088. A faulty fuel rail pressure sensor is the most common, failing to read and send correct pressure data to the PCM, thus misreporting high-pressure conditions. A defective high-pressure fuel pump might also be at fault, malfunctioning by supplying fuel excessively or inconsistently, leading to unnecessary pressure surges. Wiring issues, such as short circuits or loose connections between components, can disrupt signal transmission and cause erroneous readings. Lastly, a blockage in the fuel supply system may prevent proper fuel flow, leading to increased pressure in the rail, necessitating a thorough investigation to diagnose and rectify any of these issues. The symptoms associated with DTC P0088 can include several notable indicators of trouble. One may hear unusual noises from the engine, including knocking or pinging sounds, which occur due to poor fuel delivery or combustion issues. Rough idling is another common symptom, where the engine struggles to maintain a consistent RPM due to inconsistent fuel pressure. Poor fuel economy may also present itself as increased fuel consumption occurs due to fuel not being utilized effectively in the combustion process. Finally, the check engine light will illuminate on the dashboard, alerting the driver that there is a problem that needs to be diagnosed and addressed, usually leading them to seek professional evaluation. The first troubleshooting step for resolving DTC P0088 involves verifying actual engine conditions while idling. Begin by recording onboard snapshots using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to capture essential operational parameters. Once the data is collected, switch the vehicle to the on mode to initiate system checks. Clearing the DTC with the HDS is crucial to reset any stored codes in the system. Following this, start the engine and let it reach a steady idle state. Monitoring engine speed at 3,000 RPM without load until the radiator fan activates provides valuable insight into the fuel pressure conditions. Select the direct injection fuel pressure test in the HDS inspection menu to proceed further. The second troubleshooting step involves a comprehensive test drive to assess the vehicle under dynamic conditions. This should last several minutes, allowing the vehicle to operate within various parameters, including engine speed, vehicle speed, map sensor, throttle position TP sensor, accelerator pedal position APP sensor, engine coolant temperature ECT sensor, and both the converted fuel pressure and direct injection system pressure. Monitoring these parameters during the drive gives insight into the conditions under which DTC P0088 may recur. After the drive, check for any pending or confirmed DTCs with the HDS again to determine whether the initial problem persists. If P0088 is indicated, the failure is being duplicated and subsequent steps are necessary. If not, then intermittent issues may be present, requiring further investigation into wiring and connections. In the third step of troubleshooting, focus on the fuel rail pressure sensor specifically. Start by turning the vehicle to the off mode and remove PGM-FI main relay 2, which is crucial for the fuel-powered operation of the vehicle. Begin the engine and allow it to idle until it stalls, creating a clean slate for measuring parameters. After stalling, engage the accelerator and crank the engine multiple times to test the fuel pressure. Using the HDS, check if the converted fuel pressure readings from the pump sensor are below the threshold of 1,000 kilopascal. If they conform to expectations, you can proceed. If not, it's necessary to replace the fuel rail, including the pressure sensor, as an incorrect reading indicates faulty components. In step 4, you will repeat some initial checks, now with the PGM-FI main relay 2 reinstalled. Start the engine, and again hold the RPM steady at 3,000 without any load until the radiator fan engages. This ensures the fuel system operates under similar conditions as previous checks. For vehicles with a continuously variable transmission, CVT, shift into D mode while ensuring the brake pedal is engaged and press the accelerator. Or for manual transmissions, snap the throttle several times for accurate pressure readings. Using the HDS, carefully observe values from both the fuel pressure converted from the sensor and the direct injection system's pressure. If they appear nearly equivalent and the relief valve indicates normal operation, the sensor is functioning correctly. If discrepancies arise, then replace the fuel rail pressure sensor, or, if it's indicated, replace the high-pressure fuel pump as well. The final troubleshooting step involves verifying the fuel pressure on the low-pressure side of the system. Start by measuring the actual fuel pressure to ascertain if it meets acceptable parameters. If the fuel pressure checks out correctly, it signifies an issue with the high-pressure fuel pump, prompting a recommendation for replacement to resolve the high-pressure problems indicated by DTC P0088. However, if the check indicates the fuel pressure is not within acceptable limits, further inspection into the low-pressure supply system is needed. This could involve assessing filters, lines, or connections that may be obstructing fuel flow. Conducting this thorough assessment ensures a comprehensive approach towards rectifying the DTC P0088 issue entirely. Once all necessary repairs have been executed for DTC P0088, conducting a final repair verification is crucial. Reconnect the Honda Diagnostic System HDS to monitor the vehicle's performance and ensure all parameters are back within their working limits. Check for any remaining or new DTCs, confirming that the repairs have been effective. Ensure that engine performance conditions are optimal and stable during this verification phase. After confirming normal operation, clear any existing codes in the HDS. This step is critical to reset the vehicle's onboard system status. Conduct a brief road test thereafter to validate all repairs, ensuring that the vehicle is now operating correctly without triggering P0088 again. In conclusion, addressing DTC P008 effectively requires a systematic approach to troubleshooting. Key points include understanding the role of the fuel rail pressure sensor and high-pressure fuel pump in maintaining adequate fuel pressure. Following the explicit steps of verification, sensor inspections, and pressure checks is crucial for accurate diagnosis and effective repair. Petroleum system knowledge and quick resolution play an integral role in maintaining optimum engine performance while preventing further complications. Always monitor the vehicle's performance post-repair to ensure longevity and reliability in fueling systems. Proper attention to DTC P0088 ensures that your Honda Civic remains in top working condition. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.